God incarnates, manifests, descends to teach that right action is superior to your belief system. Right? Good. So, it is understanding too that these deities, right, the deities that us humans tend to worship, right, the deities that humans tend to worship, right, are simply human beings, right? They are human beings, forces to be reckoned with, right? But they are human beings, right? They are human beings. That doesn't even necessarily demand your worship, right? They don't necessarily demand your worship. And breaking out of this system might be one of the hardest things for a lot to do, right? Breaking out of that system of thinking might be one of the hardest things for you to do. That understanding that the deities are simply normal human beings, incarnate, prone to the same mistakes like the rest of the world, right? And do not necessarily demand your worship, right? So you worship God, right? Understanding that God can manifest into whomever, whichever human that it wills, to teach, execute certain tasks, to teach certain lessons, right? The point is to teach certain lessons at the end of the day. And these things would repeat until eventually all of humanity learns the lessons that it needs to learn, right? Until humanity learns the lessons that it needs to learn, meaning right conduct, right action, right behaviors, right? So that is how it works. And I'm speaking from my understanding and experience of the situation, right? And this is how I would go about bridging that gap between this monotheistic and polytheistic system or debate or source of war, right? Ease people, ease you, ease myself into this understanding, right? Ease you and myself into this understanding through respect, through understanding, right? So just some points to ponder on until humanity reaches a point of understanding, reaches a point of respect, as to not to reach a point where wars are committed over a simple joke and stuff like that, right? You don't want that kind of things to happen, right? So that's the conversation of today, and hope you all have a great evening, right?